Hey Johnny, great to see you today and do a little bit of work on your game. Just to recap on the session that we did. Obviously the first thing is understanding your ball flight a little bit more and appreciating that the club face starts the ball. So the starting direction of your golf shot is determined by the angle of your club face, and the path of your golf club is what bends the ball. With that in mind, there's no real need to release the golf club on the way through, and in an attempt to release it you run the risk of hitting the ground behind the ball or suffering from the big right followed by big left shot pattern that you were describing earlier on the range. We'll take a little look at your swing in general. If we want to get that club working back, if we look at you here, less in a straight line. The tendency on the way back originally, from a good setup position, is to take the club back in a pretty straight line, and now unfortunately the arms are starting to lift away from the rib cage. Backswing becomes a little bit upright, arms steeper than your shoulder plane at that point. So there's the angle of your arms. I'm just going to see your shoulder plane. And as a result, you're now going to have to get that club and work hard to get that club on the inside. Consequently, there's a loss of height as you start down, followed by a gain of height on the way through in an attempt to prevent that club digging in the ground. So a combination of things: arms go back or club goes back too much in a straight line, and then on the way through you're trying to release it. If we take a little look here at Charlie Wee in the middle, what we're going to see is a player who brings his arms in much more. So he's swinging on that circle that we described, i.e. following the cane that is on the ground. If we just put the line there to illustrate where your cane is, his hands and the club are going to trace that on the way back, and at the top of the backswing his arm swing is the same as his shoulder plane. He's now got the club swinging in a circle. All he's got to do now is keep it on that circle, and there's absolutely no release on the way through. As a result, he's always going to catch the ball, then the turf. And that's what we're looking for. Very, very quiet hand action. So here on the far right we have you towards the end of your session. First of all, we've moved the handle a little bit further forward at address. That's going to make it much easier for you to get the club and the arms working back on the inside, and also keep the handle leading through impact. Your key thoughts here are handle forward at address, arms in. We can see now if we take into that position and stop and compare it to where you were originally. Much better movement in the arms, arms working in more, club working in more. Need to focus on the arms rather than the club so that we don't get that club rolling behind us too much. As we now approach the top, the swing is going to be more compact. We can see now that the angle of your arms is much more similar to that of your shoulders. So we've now got that club swinging on a circle, and all we've got to do now is keep it there. There's still going to be a little bit of a loss of height, but you can see as you come into this shot, club travelling much more from the inside than you would normally get it, with less manipulation, and that's the key. We can get the club on the inside. Here we're very much down the line, whereas here we're attacking it much more from the inside. From there we've just got to keep the hands quiet. We'll continue to hit out at the golf ball, making solid contact each time and gradually getting that ball to work right to left. Good luck with it. I'll speak to Ryan and just go over a few things with him before you start work in the coming season. Good luck and see you soon. Well done.